goddess of the deep forest ___. When the poison claimed her breath, the winds did not still. The skies turned a shade darker, and the forest grew louder. Panhtwar's body was buried beneath a canopy of ancient trees, but her story had only just begun. The legends say the trees bent over her grave. Vines crawled up from the soil, sealing her tomb with nature's wrath. From that sacred earth, the jungle bloomed stronger. Animals lingered near her resting place as if guarding a queen in eternal sleep. They say Sandamuki's blood had always called to the forest. And now, Panhtwar, born of ogress and god, had returned to it. Villagers began to whisper. Her voice could be heard in rustling leaves. Her presence felt in storms that came from nowhere. Soon, Panhtwar was no longer just a memory. She became a Nada spirit queen of the deep forest. Offerings were left at trees struck by lightning. Prayers were whispered to her before hunts, childbirth, or war. Her name was no longer just history. It was power. But not all blessings were gentle. Where she had once ruled in justice, she now protected in wrath. Her curse cast with her dying breath was said to rot crops in enemy lands, twist the growth of Talipot palms, and summon illness to liars and traitors. To this day, botanists puzzle over the Talipot palms near Baekthano. Unlike their cousins in India or Sri Lanka, these trees bloom erratically or not at all. Some say it's soil, others believe it's her. At forest shrines in central Myanmar, her story still echoes. Women come to pray for fertility. Warriors whisper her name before battle. A drumbeat in the wind is said to be her warning. The goddess of the deep forest does not forget nor forgive. Was Panhtwar truly a goddess now, or a restless ghost bound to vengeance? Perhaps she is both a divine protector and a haunting judge. Her duality, like her lineage, cannot be contained in mortal terms. She belongs to myth now, and myths endure. Baekthano now lies in ruins, but beneath the cracked bricks and shifting soil, her spirit lingers. Some say she walks the old city at twilight. Others hear drums in the distance, though no hands beat them. Her story is told by firelight, and songs died in the silence of trees. Panhtwar. Warrior. Queen. Goddess. Betrayed but unbroken. Her crown may have faded, but her spirit became something more, something eternal. Panhtwar, a name whispered in temples, sung in folk tales, and feared in shadows. She ruled, she rose, she fell, and yet she never left. Her story survives where most do not, and breath, not stone. She was a ruler who defied kings, a woman who stood alone, unbowed, a goddess born from forest and flame, a curse that still haunts the trees. Which of these was real? Perhaps all, perhaps none. Panhtwar's story is more than ancient. It is revolutionary. In an age of kings, she was a queen who led in a patriarchal world. She was power incarnate. Her myth is not weakness, it is resistance. The ruins of Baekthano do not speak, but they do echo. And if you listen closely, through the dust and time, you might hear her drum. You might feel her stare. Because stories like hers do not die. Scholars still debate, did Panhtwar truly exist? Or is she a patchwork of myths, wrapped in names and memory? But maybe that's the wrong question. Because what matters is not the truth we can prove, but the truth we feel. Panhtwar was real because generations believed in her. Because her tale shaped cities, guided prayers, sparked rebellion. In modern Myanmar, Panhtwar stands as a symbol of strength, of sovereignty, of defiance. She is invoked in art and protest. In dreams, where history ends, legacy begins. So let the drum beat one last time. Let her story ripple through the rivers, the jungles, the minds of those who seek meaning. Panhtwar is not gone. She is waiting, just beyond the veil of time. This was the story of a woman who became more than history. This was Queen Panhtwar, and these were the echoes of the past.